ESPN as number 16 Auburn is in town to take on an LSU team trying to snap a losing streak. Tigers now 1-4 in conference play, trying to get back on track. And with that, we welcome you courtside. Hey, the Bulldogs at 0 for 18 from 3. And LSU is coming off of a 40-point loss to a top 5 team in Alabama on the road in Tuscaloosa Saturday. Wendell Green Jr. runs the point as Auburn takes the floor in the orange unis tonight. Here's Jasper for 3, and Zep Jasper flushes it home.
Boy, what a start for Auburn, because Jasper, not known as a three-point shooter, he's not one. 27% right now in conference play. Auburn has not shot the ball straight all season long, and maybe you get to 7 or 8 made threes in a ball game. Man, that is money for them.
Meanwhile, on the LSU side, an early three's off the mark for Derek Fountain, and a rebound by Alan Flanagan, who's coming off of a 10-7 game against Mississippi State. There's a starting 5 for the Auburn Tigers, and that includes Flanagan playing a little bit more. Chris Moore is still out with a shoulder injury. Jasper turns the corner, got downhill fast, but left it short, and it ended up with him. And we got a jump ball. We'll take it the LSU way. Jimmy, let me ask you about the post for the 5th-year player, and it's off the back end. Picked up by Fountain. And another point-blank miss. This time Williams works hard for the Bunny.
That is the problem for LSU.
And the numbers aren't high at the rim. Auburn, one of the best shot-blocking teams in the country. And now Jalen Williams tees it up and knocks it down.
Really good job by Auburn. Swing.
15% of opponents' twos get sent the other way when they're playing Auburn.
Auburn led the nation last year in block shots. An athletic team that just harasses the ball when you get it inside.
State came in the second half on Saturday. Williams over Broome. Got it right in his eye. This will be a fun matchup to.
I mean, those are your top 4 guys in terms of the National Player of the Year right now in the middle of January.
I didn't hear Brandon Miller's name.
Yeah, he's climbing the charts.
Leo Berman for 3, and he knocks it down.
I think Auburn, if you're LSU, you've got to get up and force Auburn to do stuff off the bounce. What out of bounds play.
Yeah, Berman,
really
nice
good.
cut. Largest lead of the game so. And it's rebounded by Justice Williams, playing with 2 fouls here in the first half. Williams coming off career-high 9 against Alabama, and he floats it in.
You cannot open up your hips like KD Johnson.
It was a 69-63 Auburn win. We're on pace to be less scoring than that one in this evening's game. KJ Williams banks it in.
Hey, they don't ask how, it's how many. No good at no middle when the ball's on the side.
7-0 LSU run. Here's Green around the screen from Cardwell.
Yeah, re-screen action for Wendell Green. LSU layups and dunks.
And tonight, Jimmy, 1 for 7 at the rim.
That's a crazy number.
Green, lob. Cardwell! Wow, he came out of Lafayette to throw that one down.
Watch Cardwell. This is an empty side ball screen. A naked rim run for Cardwell because there's no help coming out of the corner. And 44 make reasons that we'll break down later in the show.
Here's Flanagan. That's a 3.
Oh, wow.
Got it.
Confident is Alan Flanagan. You got to work, and LSU has to compete on the offensive end against a very good Auburn defense.
Green left it short.
Nice
Cardwell.
effort.
Second effort counts. It's a 3rd offensive rebound on that trip down the floor.
Where's the effort by LSU?
Trying to get it to Sean Phillips.
Great example. Justice Williams got a piece of the paint, but instead of kicking it out, he tried to force another tough one.
KD Johnson for 3, and it's a 12-0 Auburn run.
You've heard me.
LSU 0 for its last 6. 3 turnovers in the last 5.5 minutes. KJ Williams got it to roll home.
Well, a penetrating face up.
Kick to Flanagan. He's cut off, shot like a 3, and he slips through.
That's twice now, back-to-back possession.
Williams has made 2 threes, puts it on the floor this time, and draws the foul. KJ Williams is leading. Williams tried to find Cardwell and found Leo Borman. Here's Johnson. Shares it and a flush by Williams.
It's always the weak side cutter.
10 seconds left in the half. Hannibal looking for Williams, not posting up. Hannibal's going to drive on his own. Tried to reverse and got it in.
He's just having to force his way, though, because the offense never got the ball side to side. That was just all pure brute strength by number 0 in white to create something out of nothing to get it back to an 11-point game. LSU got lucky. They switched off of Jalen Williams, and they switched low. They gave him a really clean catch and release.
Miller with the drive, and the Illinois transfer gets it to go.
Yeah, that's all up. Matt McMahon trying to ignite his offense by changing his defense to start the second half. Trapping that ball 25, 30 feet away from the rim.
Smooth move by Janai Broome. That's his first.
Like your description, smooth, almost slow, under control, didn't get rushed. Really good when he gets to that right shoulder.
Miller for 3, and he's heating up.
He does get it off quick. I will say that about Miller.
He lurks in the corner. Back to Justice Williams after Green went down. And a floater, good.
The SEC in that top 25 defensive efficiency category.
Derek Fountain with the rejection behind the back, and it's pinned by Flanagan. They'll count it. Cam Hayes with his first bucket, and all of a sudden, the PMAC coming alive.
Court offense is struggling, and that had to be the message from Matt McMahon at halftime. You talk about how to safely get it in.
KJ Williams now, a lot of eyes on him, and in traffic he got it in.
Hard to guard game.
Into the corner, Flanagan hesitated, stroked it in.
The first guy to hesitate.
The Auburn Tigers back up by 5. Here's Miller. Oh, and another block by the Tigers of Auburn. 3 goes anyway, Justice Williams. And you're right, Jimmy, it's been the defensive energy for LSU. Zep Jasper with the putback, and Bruce Pearl's not going to wait any longer. Matt McMahon is fired up. He's all the way out at midcourt.
Flow, and this kid is a handful one-on-one.
Working on Janai Broome. Got a poke away.
Yeah, got loose with the ball, did he not?
And now Broome running the floor over the shoulder, and they'll count it. That's just the second bucket for Janai Broome.
And we go out for hours and hours on my driveway trying to do all that stuff that Pete Maravich did. Man, what a nice isolation play call by Matt McMahon. Catch it. And we've all done those drills time and time again. I probably hadn't done them in 20 years, but man, I grew up doing that Pete Maravich stuff.
Here's Wendell Green. Got it.
Dang.
Dang indeed. He's into double figures.
Pure as you'd like.
Green with the hesitation and a blow-by.
Wasn't that well done. Green isn't really, remember how good Auburn is out after timeouts under Bruce Pearl.
Berman, and 1.
He's such a solid, tough kid, Leor Berman. You know, walk on that Bruce Pearl went to. I'm an expert in that area. That ghost screen by Williams at Auburn just has sniffed out all night long, not letting 12 in white get a free one.
Hannibal with the pull-up. Nice shot.
But you live with Hannibal.
We haven't seen much of Dylan Cardwell in the second half for Auburn. Here's Green in the paint, and he gets it to go. Cardwell was
the ball on the perimeter.
Hannibal got around Cardwell.
See how he bounced the ball back, Hannibal did. So, man, Sheway made up a lot of ground last night with a monster game. Jalen Wilson, 38 points in a loss. He's right there as well in the conversation.
Fountain had the block and then a foul, and they'll count it. This will put Jalen Williams at the free throw line.
4th, 5th, 6th. It's a real toss-up right now between Kentucky, Auburn, Texas A&M will be right there in that fight as well.
Williams picks up the miss and puts it in. It should be noted on layups tonight.
They need to put that tape on the backboards like Tennessee did. They learned that from Arizona, and focus on that high square. And Jalen Williams is such a hard guard. Drive it with his left, and he's really good, quick shoulder moves on the low block.
Lead up to 19 now, a 7-0 Auburn run. There's KJ Williams. Take him off the milk carton. Thinking about Auburn, about to go to 5-1 in the league. 16th in the AP poll. Winning his program in the SEC over the last 5 years as Jalen Williams gets 3 years, leading the league in assists every year. And that spotlight is awfully bright in the Commonwealth. Giori, pull up and drains it.
Freshman. Keep our eye on Auburn. They are a good team, capable of being a really good team, and possibly finish second in this league.
67-49, a comfortable win for Auburn, now 5-1 in the league, 4th straight win. LSU drops its 5th consecutive game after a great non-conference start to the season.